Greetings everyone! This is Berke Creations podcast and my name is Jofi or Sophie and I live in Transylvania. Today I am finally recording episode 8. I am at our homestead and outside is a very sunny beautiful day. As you can see inside here is the weather is quite harsh. I haven't managed to make a fire and I must admit I am planning to live on this homestead, but making a fire it still escapes me. Right, okay, the wood was not very dry, so that's the problem too. But I am not cold despite of this situation. I am wearing layers and layers and wool and everything. So yeah, just come join me and let's get cozy and talk about knitting. The cardigan that I'm wearing is the it's made by Susanne Sommer. The designer is Susanne Sommer and I tested this for her. And it's called, Hoodie, Shawl, Cardigan. Sorry, I always forget somehow this name. Hoodie, Shawl, Cardigan. So, because you start knitting here on the bottom part as if we're a big triangular shawl. And then at the end you make a cardigan from it. And also it has a hood, which I like very much so. It's kind of, I choose too much a big size to begin with when I was test knitting it to have plenty of positive ease, and now it's got even more roomier, so it's very much loved and worn around the house. I made this like 2 years ago in a fingering weight yarn, in the Lithuanian yarn that I like to use, and actually it held up pretty well. I mean, I do have some bubbles peeling around here, which are easily removable, but the rest it's really nice. So, and I am using it like almost constantly in the house. Okay, then. First of all, just let me mention the Tudor Rose Kal, and this is a knit along that we are holding from this book all year long. I mean, me and 2 other podcasters, the Merryweather Knitting and the 100 Acre Wool podcast. And the idea is that in 2021 you can knit a garment or more from this book. And then you can enter or giveaways on all the separate Ravelry groups, and also we have a hashtag, so please feel free to use the hashtag. It's Tudor Rose Kal, and to be inclusive here, I'd like to mention that if you are experiencing problems or accessibility issues with Ravelry, or you just don't like to use their platform. Me personally, I like to use it for my patterns, but for communication it's not working out for me so 100%. So I am much more active on Instagram, and I like to chat and have conversation much more likely on Instagram. So if you have accessibility issues, as I said, then you could totally just message me on Instagram if you want to chat about any of your choices or doubts or ideas, yarn, whatever you think of. And even if you are more of us, we could just create a group chatter in the Instagram as well. But yeah, check out my Ravelry group and get involved. Alright, then let's talk about the knitting. So the first thing I have to show to you, okay, it's inside out. It's this black sweater. It's called the Mistletoe sweater, and it's designed by Lyudmilla Aksenik, and it's inside out because it's reverse stockinette, and yeah, I knitted that way. So this is the first time I ever have a black garment and also something in reverse stockinette. I'm not 100% sure how much I like the reverse stockinette. She offers in a pattern 2 options to do, just stockinette, normal stockinette or reverse stockinette. About this garment, yeah, you see I finished 1 sleeve and I'd only have the 2nd sleeve to do. So about this garment I was very excited because of the unusual and very smart construction of the yoke, which is constructed in German short rows. So I mentioned before, you could imagine like a cake and it has slices. So it's constructed like building up slices of cake and adding them together to form a circular round yoke. And it also, these leaf motifs are lovely German short row technique. And at the neckline I added I-cord. Yeah, I picked up and I added I-cord, and also on the hemline I did the same. The thing is just rolling up, and I was expecting that it will roll, and I did a few rows of moss stitch to prevent that, but it's still rolled up. So that's why you cannot really see what's going on there. But of course I want to try some hack with this. I like to hack it, and I don't want to rib back or do ribbing. I just want to have this I-cord edging. So I think I heard on Inga's podcast, on Knitting Traditions podcast, that this is called the Chanel technique, when you are incorporating chain into your garment, the edge of your garment, so that it has some weight and it will hold everything in place. Or I am thinking also about just sewing on a more substantial ribbon under here all along. So I will see which one works and I will let you know. Definitely gonna try those before I rip anything back. And I did some modification on this garment. Okay, I don't even know that in a pattern if she has you make ribbing or I-cord bind, or how. Maybe I should read that before. I just sometimes, you know, had this. I was very excited about constructing the yoke and all the intriguing factors about it, and then when I separated for the sleeves and I continued with the body, it was kind of fun and was great to do because it's just stockinette, and sometimes with some movies you need that to have stockinette. And then by the time I reached my waistline, I started to feel that I'm getting sick of this black yarn, and on the first sleeve I really got sick of it, of knitting in black yarn, and yeah, just I don't know, it's a different experience. And also this yarn is super wash. It's fingering weight 350 meters per 100 grams, and it's very I choose this because it's very accessible for me. So the whole garment, actually I measured what I have left and it's exactly 50 grams, and for this sleeve I use also 50 grams. So I made the whole garment from 3 balls of 100 grams cane of yarn, and for the price, so that you know what I mean about accessible, it's like $14, all of it. Okay, I'm not counting the contrast color because that's Koigu, and it was in my stash for 6 years, and it was a leftover from a shawl project. So yeah, overall feelings are like, yeah, this yarn is accessible, but it's not pleasurable to knit so much with it. And also it's not pleasurable to knit with black yarn, although I love wearing black, and I think the end result will look quite stylish and great. I don't know how I will style this, but yeah, thinking about that already. So I, of course, as with always all my garments, I run into issues, mostly because I want to change things. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, did I mention I changed also that on the back I added on the back, on the down part which covers my butt, I added more short rows, and so it's like kind of the back has a nice curvy edge there. But when it's gonna be finished, you will see more of it, and I will talk you through it more in detail. So yeah, just only last time, yeah, I think it's looking great and it's looking lovely, and I like after all my colors, and the contrast color is great. But yeah, it's just this difficulty with black yarn, right? So, and then yeah, then the other thing that I showed to you on my normal podcast last time, it was this cotton dress. And I'm sorry, I am a middle of the row because I ran out of yarn. I don't have any more. I have to order. So last time in episode 7 I showed you this dress. I mean, it's gonna be a dress. Now it's like a big huge rectangle, and it's a dress with a lace ruffle edging, and it's a test knit for Leah Prestamo. And last time I think I showed you, and it was the same length, right? And that was 3 weeks ago. And the deadline is end of February. We are now 16th of February, perhaps. Don't ask me, I don't like to know the date. So, but yeah, so I have less than 2 weeks to finish a whole dress, and I wanted to make until my ankles. So, but no, I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you. You gotta like have a deja vu here that I am on the same length, but I am on the same length on the back because I already did a whole front piece, and the whole front piece is huge. So I started from bottom up with the lace. Oh, I cannot show it to you. So it started bottom up with the lace, and it goes down, 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 down. And here is the V neck with the incorporated I-cord edging, and I think it's very smart that she has your 3 stitches for the I-cord on hold, so then you can connect it with the back piece. So yeah, it's kind of, this is another huge undertaking of a project. You can see it's a lot of lace on the edge, and yarn is also fingering weight cotton yarn. Where is my tag? Yeah, it's this one. Alize Bella. It's like a very basic cotton, 100% cotton yarn. It's from Turkey, I guess, and 180 meters per 50 grams. So I was really how to say, I really put a lot of effort and work on this front part. I mean, it's really huge. I haven't measured, but yeah, it's no point to standing up and don't have space here, but believe me, it reaches my ankles almost. So I counted that it will grow when by washing. And the name of this dress, but it's still in test knitting, it's Barcarolle Dress. So it's by Leah Prestamo. Barcarolle Dress, yes. And I don't know, probably she want to release it for spring or something. So the only issue I have is, I don't know if it's visible or maybe on some parts you can see that I do have tension issues. Like that's probably because of the, first of all, yeah, you can totally see here all my tension issues. It's very different to knit with cotton yarn. It doesn't have any elasticity at all, right? And yeah, sometimes, and all the purling and everything, but it doesn't bother me much, because maybe some of you remember my plan for this dress. It's very experimental. I want to echo print it, so, and I think it's gonna look fabulous. I don't think it will be ready with the echo printing until end of February, but I try to make all my effort, give all my effort and my attention to this, and have the back piece also ready by that time. So, and then when you have the two pieces ready, then you just sew everything up here together. I don't know, I thought that it's gonna be like a huge rectangle with a neck opening in the middle, but that doesn't make sense, because then all this lovely lace would be another way around on the back. And I am happy that I bound off, and then I am starting again. Okay, not happy about that, but I'm happy that it's gonna have a seam up here on the shoulders, because that's something that gives structure, right? We know. So yeah, and what can I say? So as I said, I was not so happy about it, because by the middle of it I got so sick of knitting with cotton yarn, and you know, this is like so much work and so huge. So it's normal to get bored of it and got sick of it, and then I'm sick of the black sweater, then I'm sick of this cotton yarn. So yeah, I just had to cast on something exciting in the middle of it. So, and I did that, and I am so happy about this. I haven't finished. Yeah, maybe today's episode should be about all half finished object or half objects, right? Because this is one half of a dress, then half of a sleeve of the others. Yes, so my other half finished object is the knee-high socks, and another hoe. Oh yes, by the way, hoe, Hungarian word ho means snow. So yes, this is very appropriate this time of year here. So you can probably 100% remember this word forever from now on. Half finished object, ho. So in Hungarian, ho it means snow. So great. So then my third half finished object I want to show you are knee-high socks. And yeah, so I'm happy for this, because it was simple, but I still had to use my brains, and just I guess I'm most happy when I just do my own thing. I like to follow patterns, and they give me great security, but with this sock, so there was a few weeks ago a sock pattern called Hocus Pocus on Ravelry, and I don't know if now it's free, but that time it was for free, and I downloaded it. And I was like really inspired because of this colorful DK weight, like 2 fingering weight yarns held together sock. So I was like yeah, it would be great scrappy project, and I am sick of my other projects, so I need something exciting, and it really looks exciting on the pictures. And I started doing that, but I somehow, I don't know, I didn't accounted for that. Yeah, the pattern is more like a recipe, the Hocus Pocus socks. So it's great in that it's also like a recipe. So you measure your leg in different parts, and then you do your math, and after you're knowing your gauge, and you do your math with how many times how many stitches, and then you have your final stitch count. It's just I assumed that the pattern is written in centimeters, but no, it was written in inches. So I did my math in for the centimeters, and of course the numbers were not correct. It was not adding up as it should have been. So I ripped it back very quickly, and then yeah, and I also started with 2 fingering weight yarns. And then I just felt like, yeah, I have, first of all, I am such a loose knitter, and with socks I always have to go down as much as possible with the needle size, and also cast on less and less stitches, like the pattern says often, because yeah, I'm a loose knitter, and I like to have socks also snug. So I just decided, inspired by that Hocus Pocus pattern, that I'm gonna do my own knee-high sock pattern, and just do my own thing, and started from toe up, so I could just try it on at every inch, and or every centimeter, and just yeah, just increase or decrease accordingly. And that's what I did, and I held together some of my scrap yarns from the Nightfall cardigan that I knitted Christmas last year, together with a mohair, with a light grey mohair, and this is how it starts. So I kind of made a fade of those yarns. It's like the same fade I have in that cardigan, and the shape it's kind of rough and very anatomically looking like here, right? But that's what is important about this. So yeah, I still have to do the second sock, so I will have to go back and find my my increases, where I did my increases, and put little stitch markers on that, because I haven't done that yet. I would have been smarter to do it as I go. The heel, okay, the heel I messed up, because I did everything on the heel upside down. I forgot that I normally do my socks from up, from the up to down, but in this case I started with the toe. And I did not adjust my heel accordingly. I just did the flap and then the heel turn, I guess it's called. And yeah, it's just like totally opposite. Like, I think those of you who are avid sock knitters will be cringing on this, or I don't know how to say it, but you will be laughing at this for sure. But that's alright. I must say that this kind of heel worked out, and I have to repeat it on the second sock. So this heel totally worked out. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just, like, it's everything is inverted, so that the heel flap, it's yeah, it's coming first and after the heel turn, and should have been other way around. So yeah, so and then to walk you through it, until here I had the same stitch count, and then I started increasing. I was putting this sock on all the time, and just seeing how it works out, and when do I need to increase, and what should I do. So and then this part are the widest, to the widest part of my leg, and then I started decreasing just a little bit. Here is the back of the knee, so I take that in account and I decreased for that, and then I increased just 2 more times for the rest of the leg. So my increases are like on every row of increase I do 4 increases, like 2 on each side. Yeah, 2 on each side. So that's how I go. And yeah, you can see the shape. I think it's great. So yeah, I got so excited about this. And what's happening up here, it's still not finished because I want to turn this and sew it down with some elastic band inside, and I also have a pickle edging, so that's what's happening here at the finishing. And I also changed just a bit for this part. I don't use any more mohair because I did not want to be way too thick with 2 layers of knitted fabric and then 1 elastic. So that's why I lost the mohair up there. So you understand, and perhaps I was clear about this. So yes, so this is super exciting, and it was so quick and so pleasurable to make, and totally just refreshing after all that lace and purling and cotton yarn and black yarn. So yeah, a lovely hoe. So what does hoe mean in Hungarian? So you can see I'm very happy for this, and it's so great. I don't know, I think I have to make even more knee-high socks because with this mohair, first of all, I'm hoping for durability because my fingering weight yarn is just 100% wool. And yeah, so I think it's a great way combining mohair and sock yarn together and just making very, very quick, warm, thick, knee-high socks for this minus degrees that we have outside in these days. Yeah, we had those very, very badly. But I love minus degrees because I don't know, I just enjoy so much layering my hand knitted pieces and everything, and just the crisp air. And yeah, how do you manage in your part of the world, and do you had many minus degrees? Oh, I totally forgot to introduce here Thrifty, my cat from the thrift store, and it's a porcelain cat, so he's very calm and just sitting here. So yeah, enough of the jokes, because I have some other little things that I want to share with you. I have even more, but I'm not going to share everything today. But I will try to record more, much sooner. Okay, so what I need to show it to you, maybe you remember. This is a shawl that I casted on before the end of the year, and it's in my leftover mohairs. And you can see I took the needle out and because I'm gonna frog this. I think it looks lovely now like this, off from the needles and with this ruffle edging. What's going on here? What do you think? But I don't know, I just don't see myself wearing this. I don't know. It would be lovely to have a dress or a skirt with this, but to have it on my shoulders or back. Okay, so yeah, I was just trying on playing with my shawl. So yeah, I was thinking that how could I wear this? Like, I am not sure about the wear of this. Now looking at the camera, I don't know. Should I frog it or should I not frog it and just gift it like this? But then it's small. It's just way too small a shawl, and I don't enjoy wearing such small shawls. It could be like a lovely bib. Okay, let me know. Let me know your opinion. Should I frog this or should I not frog it? Could I use it for something like... So, I don't know. It's just... my issue is that although I love to knit with mohair and delicate yarns, just my lifestyle at the moment is not like this. I cannot really wear them, so we don't go anywhere in such places, or also having or preparing to have a homestead and building a house, having a toddler, starting the garden from scratch, everything. It's just it's not suitable for this, and I already have plenty of garments and shawl. I have one big shawl project in my closet that I'm just not using. I haven't used them at all yet, so just waiting for me. What should I do? Just frog it and have all these little lovely colors, or gift it to my sister? Maybe, we will see. She just got ahead from me. Oh yes, and my sister, she's knitworthy and she wants a jumper, so we decided that I'm gonna do for her the Winter Soul by Jennifer Steingatz, and that's a Let Lopi sweater. I mean, I'm not Let Lopi sweater, but I'm using Let Lopi, and I kind of persuaded her that yeah, if you want a long-lasting and beautiful but really sturdy garment, then you should definitely have one Let Lopi garment in your wardrobe. I mean, she got a hat from me and cowl that she lost, and a cardigan that I never saw her wearing. So I hope with this one, our plan, it's like I knit the yoke, and for the Winter Soul you start the yoke from the widest part, and then you knit up, and then you pick up from the provisional cast on, and you knit the stockinette body and sleeves. So the plan is that I do the color work, the fun part, and she can have the rest. She can do the stockinette, and I think that's gonna be great because yeah, perhaps I can persuade her to knit more. I think she remembers how to knit, but yeah, I just what can I say? I want to somehow involve her in this this life-changing craft, the fiber art. So yes, I deviated from my shawl, but let me know if you like this shawl like this. I don't think I want to continue going on with the edge. Maybe just really just bind off like this and I don't know, do something with it, or just frog it. No, we will see. So because I said I just don't like small shawls, and because of that issue I have another shawl on my needles that I wanted to share with you now. Of course I am mid-row, but this shawl I knitted like 2 years. Okay, the shawl I wanted to show to you is this one, and it's designed by a company that we don't like and we don't want to promote, right? But they have what can I say, great free patterns, and this is just a simple feather and fan shawl, so I just follow the chart. And I made this shawl 2 years ago, and we were using it a lot with my son. He was like in a stroller covered with this, and I really like it. And now he doesn't use it, doesn't use it, and I love to wear it, and it's very warm because all these yarns are scrap yarns, but above here until the second gray section, yeah, until here, all of it are some Shetland wool. It's called Shetland wool. I found it on just like haul skeins or random skeins in the charity shop, and they kind of go so well together and so natural and so lovely. And then on the edging I still had some scrap yarns that I thought I could incorporate, but then I run out of anything similar. So, and I just bound it off, and I did an I-cord bind off here on the white, you can see, and that's how we were using this shawl for 2 years. But now that I want to wear it more, and as I said, I like to have big shawls, and this is kind of on the shorter side when you wrap around your neck. I just I just did one thing, like just picked up the I-cord and started knitting it again. So I haven't even cut or done anything on this, just picked up and continued where I left off the chart 2 years ago. And I must say I really love this combination of colors. I'm not 100% sure about the edging. We will see how it will work out. I thought that this lovely light gray color would work, but this yarn is Alize also, and it's cotton and acrylic blend, but I think it's a great color. It's mostly used for amigurumis, and my friend I sent it to me, and I really have to talk about my friend and their package in a minute. So yeah, and I'm already using this. Köszönöm, Anna Mari. Már is használom. So yeah, let's see how it will blend in with the other grays. I don't know. We will see, but I am happy to be able to pick up an older project and just continue to make it even more more suitable, and even to have more use of it after this. So even so, today I don't have any finished objects and only hose, I guess, and objects to frog. I'm kind of proud of myself when I pick up something old that needs revision or surgery or some sort of thing. So yeah, let me show it to you again. Maybe you are intrigued about this too, that this worked out. I didn't think that it will work out just to pick up on the I-cord. I was just only careful every moment, by every stitch, that I pick up exactly the same length throughout. So, and it looks nice. This is how it looks on the back. So it's kind of flattened out, and it's okay. So you will see next time the finished shawl, because I really want this shawl. It's the Shetland part here, the upper part. It's so warm. It's really keeping all the heat around the neck, so it's great. So you can see I'm very happy for that. So, and yes, before I revision what I got in the mail from my friend, I want to say about a future project that I signed up for, another test knit. I know, guys, I said I will not sign up for test knits this year, only maximum 3. So the dress, the Barcarolle Dress by Leah Prestamo, okay, I signed up for that last year, so yeah, okay, I'm good. I guess then this is my first test knit sign up this year, and they are pants. So and I also said this, and I have this on my knitting bingo, that I want to knit pants, and this was just like I had to do it. She doesn't have many designs, but the few I saw, maybe 2 of them that I saw, are totally intriguing for me. But I'm not gonna say more about the pants, just and the designer, just until next time, because I did not I wasn't able to check back with her and how much I can disclose about it. But I'm making pants, that's the idea. And the yarn I ordered for the pants, they need a chunky or worsted weight yarn. I ordered these Eva yarn. Eva, it's in Cyrillic, so that's in. I thought this yarn is Russian when I searched on a Romanian website, and I was like, yeah, that must be great, because it looks really natural, and it is totally natural yarn, you know, no superwash, 100% wool, you can feel. But my only issue is with this grey one. It's so prickly. You know, guys, I'm okay with prickly yarn, I'm okay with let loppy. I am wearing this also, it's kind of a little bit scratchy for my forehead, but I can live with that, and I don't mind using it or layering it. But this grey one, it just has so much coarse, hard hair sticking out that it's just, I don't know, my first reaction was like, oh, okay, oh god. Do I make pants from this, or just some kind of torture device for myself? So yeah, not gonna make pants from this yarn. Interestingly, the white one is way softer. So the white one is kind of normal. The white one feels okay, but this one, it's coarse, and it's has this random little prickly things sticking out that can make even rustic wool addict can make to cringe. I mean, like, yes. So guys, what do you think? What should I do with this yarn? I'm thinking I'm gonna start making some tapestry and use this up, or I don't know, but maybe a coat. I have no idea, but it's a kind of shame that they are able to sell this and sell it on a price like this one, the same price, the same brand, but it's like so big difference between the two yarns. So, and it's only the grey looks like this. Anyway, I think I'm gonna order from them from other colors, and we'll just yeah, try to skip this grey base. If it's the base, it's this grey, and just have this, because this was great and great value, and I found it great. Sheepy yarn. It's yeah, it's really natural, but this one I just don't want to touch. So that's about my future pants. I couldn't start them yet, but that's okay, because so the last story I want to tell you is a really lovely one. Someone just 3 hours away got in contact with me, and all is because of this podcast. And that's so great to make fiber friends who... it's great to make fiber friends always, but who live also just so close to me. I'm so happy for this. I'm so grateful, and yeah, we are exchanging yarns, and it's for me it was very intriguing to talk about yarn with her, with Anna-Marie, it's her name, because she is she's knitting way longer than me. I think 12 years if I remember correctly, and she knows and she ordered yarn from all the mills around her, from so many mills, And she was so lovely that she sent me a incredible package with local yarns, with different other kinds of yarns, just what she likes to use. And I got these. I got more, but these are something pretty special I wanted to show to you, because this is just also roving yarn. So yeah, unspun yarn, right? So I know everybody is knitting with Pleutolopi, and I would love to try that. And I wasn't able to order from their website because they don't deliver here. And at one point I will try for sure, but now I'm just so intriguing that to try to knit with this local unspun yarn. So you can perhaps see it has a lot of vegetable matter, especially you can see on the white one, and it's really delicate. I was just a little bit afraid, as she said, yeah, on the beginning you will definitely break this one for a long time, so for many times. So we will see. And then she got me so many other Berke, this is all Berke, so many other Berke yarns, and yeah, just really different ones, dyed or natural colors. What I'm very intrigued about too is this one, and this is like lace weight merino from Hungary, and this is so incredibly soft, and you can make like very cozy, very happily, a whole Shetland inspired lace shawl with this. So I am super grateful, and this was like such a lovely gift, and it's just so great to share fiber with friends and see what they are working with. And something else she sent to my son, and that was so lovely, is this one. And she crocheted this little bear toy, and I just like, wow, I just really want to be at this level at one point. I am thinking about that this year not, but next year I will probably focus more on crocheting, because I already made so many plans for this year, so I don't want to take on another almost new to me craft. I did some crocheting, but to do something like this cute and so uniform and well done little there. So köszönöm szépen, Anna Marie. So she made me so happy for this. Thank you so much. So, and finally we are at the end of our podcast. My fingers are very cold. Thank you if you are if you stick to the end. I just want to mention you can find me on Instagram as Berke Creations, and if you want, you can also support my channel by donating a coffee. I am currently trying to save up some money for a new laptop to make my editing journey easier. And here I really have to mention, and I'm sorry, just leave this on the end, but I was blown away from the last time, like when I mentioned that I am opening the coffee and for what I want to achieve with it, and I was just totally blown away from all the donation you guys made, and thank you so very much for each of you. And yeah, it's just great, and gives me everything what's happening here gives me more motivation to do more videos and do better videos and share more of my fiber journey. So, and don't forget, guys, if you made it until the end and you haven't subscribed until now, then please do. I am still looking for the local sheep, the Berke sheep, and as I promised, for when I reach 1000 subscribers, I will do a special episode about all this Berke yarn and everything I knitted from it, and footage from the sheep. Yeah, that's the plan. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week, and can't wait to see you again. Bye.